Hey, you guys. Welcome to the Lofi Network. I want to get into some general messages for you. And of course, anything you need from me can be found down below in the description box. Divine, what is the overall energy for those who are viewing at this time? Okay, so we have SOS. So distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. And Divine, what is the nature of SOS? What can you tell me about SOS? I feel like somebody is going to be reaching out to you for some form of help. This could be concerning your skills, your expertise, or this could just be concerning somebody needing some form of emotional support. And then we have receipts. So evidence, guilty as charged as well as exposed. Okay, so here's what's been happening a lot lately. I feel like you are about to get a lot of evidence, a lot of receipts, a lot of confirmations to concerning previous activities that you were a part of. I feel like you are about to also receive some form of clarity concerning the reasons why you had to separate from other individuals. At this present moment, I don't feel like this has anything to do with anyone, trying to get back in connection with you. But even though that energy has been present too, but this is more so concerning you and what you need in order to help you move forward. But what these are just simply going to be are, as I said, little confirmations to let you know you made the right choice, the right decision. Because some of you all have been wondering, did you make the right choice, behind leaving someone, or you often think about these people, be it family, friends, previous co-workers, romantic partners, all of the things. Divine, what else concerning the receipts? So we have lipstick evidence. So infidelity, caught cheating, as well as betrayal. For some of you all, it could be concerning infidelity, someone being caught cheating as well. But this could also be about betrayals as well. But I'm also more so feeling betrayals above everything else. Because as I said, I feel like there was just some backstabbing energy, concerning you and other people. This seems like it was just part of your journey, part of the things that you were supposed to experience in order to help you become a more evolved individual. Because I feel like a lot of you all are getting ready to step out in a major way. You all are getting to step out in a major way, because you now are focused on one particular thing and nothing else is really keeping you distracted. The family that you were connected to, the friends, the romantic partners, the previous co-workers, all of that was in an effort to distract you, all of the things that you went through concerning these people. Divine, what else is here? So we have the black sheep. So rebelling, going against expectations, defying norms. Yes, you were meant to be a standout individual, even if your obscurity is noticed because of your physical appearance. I feel like you yourself are just a particular type of individual, and you don't move the same way that most other people do. The things that excite most people, they don't excite you. The things that excite you, they don't excite most people. I feel like you literally stand balanced right in the middle of the face, and you don't make an attempt to sway away from who you are. Black sheep, Divine. We have love bombing. Yeah. So overly attentive, showered with affection for personal gain. So I feel like because you are focusing more so on yourself, people are paying attention to the fact that you aren't around. I feel like your name is still going around in circles. And it's just very heavy in the energy as of late, because I feel like you're about to come into something real, something tangible. I feel like in return, people are also about to see evidence from you that you've evolved, that you've changed, that you've grown, and that you've also started to do or have done exactly like you said you would do, and more. Divine, why love bombing? So penny pitching, so financial struggles, saving up, as well as budgeting. So I feel like people are going to be asking for some form of assistance from you, because I feel like in some way things are going to start to look better for you. You could be begin to be making a lot of money. You could be very stable. You can come into some form of inheritance, some form of unexpected financial come up. And I feel like this is something that people could possibly, have evidence of, or something that people possibly see, and they're coming in as in an attempt to use you for that. Divine, last one, penny pinching. Penny pinching, Divine. So we have detective, so snooping, digging for dirt, accusations. And then we also have today coming out. So good vibes present in the moment. I feel like somebody could be reaching out to you as soon as today. I feel like these are things that people have been considering doing for a while. But I feel like you've been under watch. People have been observing you for quite some time. And this could even be directly after you and someone else, or somebody's, separated. Went your separate ways. Divine, give me more on this today. What's happening today with the detective? Because I feel like people have been looking for you. So extra, so dramatic, trying too hard, as well as starter. Yeah, it's interesting. I say extra, then somebody hunks that loud ass horn. So I feel like people are about to be extra. I feel like people are about to show up in an attempt. And then I'm also seeing somebody being startled. So I feel like this could come as a surprise to you, a shock, something that you weren't expecting to happen so soon. Because I feel like you were expecting it to happen, but I don't think you were expecting it to happen so soon, because it's not even on your mind. Your mind is so far away from this particular narrative, because you are investing in yourself. But this is not something that you yourself are focused on. I feel like you have many different things going on, and I feel like that's what your focus is in. Divine, what is Divine, what is the direct message for those viewing at this time? Okay, so we have the Four of Wands. So they're definitely for you is some form of completion, some form of success, some form of accomplishment. There's something that you've achieved. This could be coming out of some form of financial struggle. This could be graduating to help aid in stability. This could be you obtaining some sort of financial gain unexpectedly. But things for you seeming to be looking up. We even have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is the time for you of good favor and fortune, because I feel like you've done the work. There's something here about doing the work. And even if you feel like you got something by surprise, that really wasn't a surprise. That was a gift. Divine, Four of Wands. Job well done. Four of Wands, Divine. Queen of Swords. And Divine, tell me about the Queen of Swords. Yeah. So Page of Cups in reverse. I feel like at this present moment, you are standing firm on your boundaries. I feel like you've had enough. I feel like you are not accepting any more apologies. You're not accepting really pretty much what anybody has to say concerning previous spaces. I feel like you've moved forward and you've moved on. There's many different things that you've accomplished, because I feel like even when it comes down to the things that you've done, I feel like you have previous energies who are going to come back to congratulate you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. But this is also a way to get back into your life, to get back into this cycle, Divine, this Page of Cups in reverse concerning this Queen of Swords. I feel like you're very serious about what you said, what you spoke on with the Justice. I feel like you are standing exactly on what you said you're standing on. You're standing on business. And I feel like whatever situation this is concerning, I feel like you are judging this fairly. Because Divine, Page of Cups in reverse. It doesn't feel like it comes in the right spirit. So the Six of Swords concerning this Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, because I feel like people were guided to you, but I feel like they're being turned away with the Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is something that you are not interested in. This is something you're not paying any attention to, something you're not giving any thought. I feel like your focus is just simply elsewhere. Your focus is on your justice. Your focus is on the things that you have in coming to you, focusing on those things moving forward. Divine Six of Swords here. We have the Star. I feel like you are sending people back and you are focusing on what you need to focus on. Six of Swords, the Star. You're being guided towards some sense of purpose. I feel like accomplishments for you are going to be very significant. Achievement, recognition. And I feel like this is also going to come after several years of not feeling like there was pretty much any real strong, solid, stable growth. I feel like you've come out of many different things, but I feel like you haven't consistently seen some sort of growth, some sort of increase. And Divine, lastly, tell me about the Star concerning the Page of Cups in reverse, the Empress. Yeah. So you're moving on to some sense of purpose. An abundant time in your life is also what I'm feeling. I feel like that was always the plan, and that's what everything was meant to go back to. I feel as if you are just moving into a path of just abundance, a space where you're not doing a whole lot of work, but you're attracting many different things towards you. I feel like this is also a time for you to sit and look pretty, to sit and look chilled, relax. Like, I don't feel like some of you all won't be working a lot because there's something that you're going to be in charge of. You're going to be working, but you're not going to be working hard. Divine, the Justice. What is the Justice? Yeah, with the Knight of Cups. Interesting. Page of Cups in reverse. Justice, Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like this is someone also coming back after some sense of maturity, after some sense of time. With the Page of Cups in reverse, I feel like this was somebody who at one point in time was very immature. And I feel like they lacked emotional stability. I feel like this is something that they weren't taught in their household. I feel like this is possibly an air sign is what I'm feeling. No shade to the air signs. But I do feel as if this is somebody who at one point in time lacked a lot of emotions. And I now feel like after a lot of time away from you, after some sense of justice, after what's fair, Divine, tell me about the Justice. Because they're coming back with the Knight of Cups after maturing. Eight of Swords. I feel like that for a period of time, someone was restricted out of your energy with the Eight of Swords. I feel like that was the Justice. With the Ace of Pentacles, yes. I feel like somebody was blocked out of your energy, blocked from, you were possibly blocked from receiving their offers and all of those things. I feel like there's some form of divine intervention. I'm feeling the Tower here as well, because I feel like the divine intervened in some way, because the narrative of why this person did what they did isn't important, because it's not coming out. I feel like what's more important is where you're going and where you're headed. I feel also this person was blocking you as well, blocking your gifts, blocking things, blocking offers, blocking things that were supposed to come your way with this Justice, Eight of Swords, and the Ace of Pentacles. Because tell me about this, Divine. Because, energy is a real thing. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yes, I feel like you were blocked, from your gifts. Be it intangible as well as tangible. You were blocked from them. And it's because you were attached and connected to this individual. It wasn't until after you left this individual that you began to see your abundance, these people, as well. I feel like your evolution, your birth, your rebirth as well, started after disconnections. Divine, Knight of Cups here. We have the World. Yeah. I feel like after you removed yourself from these spaces, especially more so emotionally. Once you begin to become more emotionally experienced, I feel like you sought after your justice. You sought after those things that suited you, things that aligned themselves with you here as well. And then there goes the Tower. Okay. So I feel like there also was some form of divine intervention now that is showing itself. Thank you for the confirmation. I feel like, I feel like endings were necessary in order for you to grow, in order for you to mature, because somebody had you upside down. Somebody at one point in time had you in reverse. Those good attributes about yourself. Divine, tell me about the World and the Knight of Cups with the Chariot. I feel like now the ball is getting ready to roll in the right direction. Because Divine, where are we moving to, or what's coming towards us, Divine? We have the Seven of Pentacles, growth, evolution, elevation as well, experience here as well. But I feel like something is possibly going to take some time. I feel like you're going to have to wait a while for something. Divine, Seven of Pentacles. Something could possibly take 4 years, 4 months. Ace of Swords as well as the Tower. Yeah. I feel like something is definitely divine intervention. Clarity. You're going to understand why with the Tower as well as the Ace of Swords. Not only is something unexpected going to happen, it's all going to make sense. It seemed like this is the way it was designed to go. Divine, this Ace of Swords and the Tower. Can you tell me anything about it? The 10 of Wands as well as the 2 of Wands. Okay, so something that you're supposed to take is it's a heavy burden. I feel like it's more so heavy responsibility, but I feel like this is something that you're equipped to handle. I do feel like you're equipped to handle this. We even have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing my grace is sufficient. Interesting. Ooh, that phrase. Divine, 2 of Wands. 10 of Wands. I feel like you're on the pursuit of happiness. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. I feel like you're on the pursuit of happiness. Something feels like it's supposed to happen. Heavy responsibility, heavy reward is also what I'm feeling. Because Divine, last one for me. Tell me, this 10 of Pentacles, what is this in relation to the Lovers? It's all to do in the choices that you make. I feel like you have the choice. And then we have the 10 being the Wheel of Fortune here. So 10 could be significant for you as well, because I feel like a judgment call that you're going to make, some sense of karma possibly also that you're getting ready to step into, is going to be the thing that will turn the page for you. I feel like something is going to set you up to a road or a venture of prosperity. Yeah. Divine, what do we have in the way of outcomes? Incoming messages or incoming, we have the Devil. We have the Devil. Interesting. And interesting, the Devil is 15 and that rounds back down to 6. 6 is the Lovers. So it's interesting that we're leaving off with the Lovers, and then within the possible outcomes, we have the Devil. Divine, what do we need to know about this? Because this is giving me some form of attachment. With the Page of Wands, yeah, this is giving me some sort of attachment, possibly like a soul tie or something like that. But I do feel like this is something that you, 6 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like somebody still in some way feels tied to you, even though you moved on, you severed your tie, but they still feel drawn to you, connected to you in some way. Divine, tell me about this Page of Wands and the Devil. We have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I do feel like this is in some way somebody is projecting. Divine, what are they projecting here with this Devil, the Queen of Wands? Because Queen of Wands, Page of Wands, King of Swords. Definitely feels like thoughts. I feel like this is somebody who could possibly be, trying to push and project dreams your way, making you think of them. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it feels more so in a sexual way, because I feel like it's possible that some of you all have had an erotic dream that maybe led to a wet dream. Not to be so, but it's just what I'm feeling. So Ten of Pentacles. I do feel like this is somebody who in some way was tied to you. This could be somebody that you divorced from, somebody that you're separated from, but somebody in some way still feels tied to you. King of Swords, definitely separation. Divine, tell me about this King of Swords, Queen of Wands, somebody you're separated from. King of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody who doesn't wish you well. Divine, what do we need to do about this? What is the advice? Yeah, so check this out. So Nine of Swords. So this definitely is in some sort of nightmare dream format, in the mind, in the thoughts. And I feel like this is what somebody is projecting. If you've been overly thinking about somebody or wondering why you're thinking about many different things that happened within a past experience, and you know that you're healed and you've moved on from that, and you ask yourself the question, why am I thinking about that? It's because I feel like somebody else is thinking about that and somebody else is projecting that. And because you are tied and attached to those moments and those experiences, your energy is tied to that as well. And I feel like that is the reason why you are experiencing that. You can be out and over, not even thinking about this person, not thinking about the memories, experiences, or any of those things. And you're experiencing this because of them. Long story short. Five of Wands. I feel like somebody possibly is in conflict with themselves. Divine, the Nine of Swords concerning this energy and what needs to be done. Knight of Swords. I feel like this is something that you can do. You can fight back. I'm feeling more so prayers above everything else, because I feel a very guided, protected individual. Knight of Swords. With the Magician, I do feel like you are cloaked and protected. This is definite, as above, so below, so internal, so external. I do feel like you are protected and guided in some sort of way. I also feel like you are sending it back, a reverse. So for some of you, a reverse curse could be significant with the Knight of Swords and the Magician with the Nine of Swords. I feel like some of you all can know that this is happening, and you could be doing a return to sender. Some of you all know exactly what that is. It's the equivalent of praying to God and asking for protection. Okay. Yeah. Divine, lastly here, last few messages in the incoming messages. We have the Justice. Yes, I feel like you are bouncing something back, or if you're not bouncing it back, the divine, God, your spirit team, your ancestors are protecting you. Okay, with this Justice, Knight of Swords and the Magician definitely is giving bounce back. With the Star here at the bottom of the deck, can't show you because she's butt naked, but the Justice and the Star at the bottom of the deck, I feel like there's something very special that now in this time you've aligned yourself to do. You removed yourself from these energy, and I feel like this is simply people projecting back on you, people gossiping. Let's make it worldly. Okay, people are gossiping, people are still talking about you, people are still projecting misfortune on you, people still think that you're in the space that you're not in. Divine, where is the collective at this time? Those viewing. So I'll just cover them up. So we have the Judgment incoming. I feel like you yourself are in some space of awakening. I feel like you truly are becoming who you really meant to be. With the Death here at the bottom of the deck, you're not the same. You've changed in ways that are very monumental, and I feel like that's the thing that people don't know. And the reason why they don't know that is because that's hidden from them. That's protected. It's not part of their storyline anymore. Divine, tell me about the Judgment here concerning where those viewing are. And we have the Moon. It's hidden from them. And that's no joke. It's hidden. You could be in hermit mode, but very productive. And hermit mode at this present moment is feeling more so like you are to yourself, but you're still out in the world. You're doing your thing. You're still getting things done. You're just minding your business. Divine, tell me about the Moon and the Judgment. The Moon and the Judgment. Ace of Pentacles. Yes, you're concerning yourself with what concerns itself with you. And I feel like the changes that you've made have inspired incoming offers, incoming actions. Because I feel like now, with being who you really are, there's room for you to receive. Because I feel like you're no longer blocking anything out. You're no longer prohibiting yourself. The Divine Ace of Pentacles, lastly. And we have the Star actually coming out. So I feel like there's an opportunity in some way because you're doing you. You're not doing anyone else. I feel like you're focused on you and you're doing your thing. And we even have the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This could be you doing your thing out publicly for everyone to see. But wherever you're doing, someone or people are getting wind of. And I feel like people in multiple ways are trying to stop this through the mental, through your dreams, through projections, through constantly discussing you in idle gossip, even if it's good or even if it's them talking about the things that they sing concerning you, it's still gossip. I feel like you just have previous and past individuals who are wanting to, once again, reconnect with you. And if they don't want to reconnect with you, they want to ruin or stop some type of flow that you have going on. Okay. But all right, that was your reading, you guys. Hopefully this message resonated with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and you're able to take something from it that you could use. Of course, if there's anything you need from me, you can find those details down below in the description box. And as always, my good people, remember to conquer this day and see you in the network. Bye, guys.